Good morning, Turtle Club. Hope everyone's having a pretty good start to their weekend. I mean, if you are one of those people that are a Monday through Friday person, this is absolutely, positively your weekend. And we are going to go ahead and start here with the Rusty Cam Active. And he's pretty tired. He's had a bit of a rough morning. Um, it's raining outside, and we have. Yeah, well, it may have stopped raining finally. Good morning, Hobbs. It was not raining when we went for our morning walk. In the middle of our morning walk, before he finished everything he wanted to do on his walk, it began to rain. And unfortunately, Rusty, while he loves to play in water, loves to walk through puddles, he likes. When we're at the river, he likes to go into the river. He doesn't like water falling on top of him. He doesn't like a bath. He doesn't like a hose spraying at him. None of that. He's not here for any of that. So he's been slightly traumatized, and whereas he normally gets a really good full walk in, he didn't get any of that. So he's not he's not 100% his best today. So he's pouting a little bit, but he's not too bad, all things considered. We do have a pretty good start here going on. We got, we did some things with the stream. The last thing that we did is we stopped here because we knew this was going to be a lot. So we're back where we want to be, though. Oh, I love, it's not just Rusty. I love animals. Digrat and I both love animals, and so that's one of the things that we do share as far as our common interest. And so, yeah, I am a bit of a softie. We still have a thing left. I don't think that's enough to get us as high as we need to be, though. I don't think we can ascend where we need to ascend. Dogs have that effect on people. Good morning, Sue. Just pets, to be honest. My first pet that I had was a bird dog, and I had just gotten the bird dog after the movie. God, what was it? The Great Mouse Detective. And it was one of the very first movies that I had ever gotten to go and see with my family, where the movie of choice was mine. I was like, okay, this is the movie I want to watch. And lo and behold, they're like, okay, Mag, we're gonna go and we're gonna choose the movie. I just realized our camera doesn't have the right light, which is weird because I thought I turned that on, but give me a second just to double check. Yeah, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. That was weird. There we go. That should make the green screen a lot better. So we got to go watch The Great Mouse Detective, and for those that aren't familiar with the movie, it's not really a good movie. It's not a bad movie. I mean, it's an animated film, and it basically is Sherlock Holmes with animals. And so instead of, it being, the great human Sherlock Holmes, it is a mouse. And they had this giant dog for mice, right, named Toby. And so one of the things that was really cool about that, in my opinion, was here's this giant dog with this great personality named Toby. And so my first dog that I got, I named Toby after the dog from The Great Mouse Detective. And it was a bird dog, and my father actually raised bird dogs. We actually had a large number of what's called English pointers, and they're beautiful animals. If you are of the hunting kind of person, they are really good for the kind of hunting where you would need to flush out prey and then need a animal to help. I don't know, did we clip through that? No, we stand through that. Good. And so that was something that my dad did. He raised these dogs, and so one of the dogs from actually at the time my dad wasn't raising the dogs. He was about to start raising them. It looks like Rusty got a hold of the green screen curtain over on that side somewhere, so there's just going to be a hole there because I didn't notice it before we started streaming. Shiny squirrel. But so one of the things that you have to do for hunting dogs is you have to train them a lot. And bird dogs are like any other dog. They're like any other pet. You get what you train. And I wasn't looking for a well-mannered bird dog. I was looking for a pet. I was looking for, man, we might be able to get all the way to the top of this. I was looking for an animal that I'd be able to love on and, oh, no. Maybe we don't fall all the way. And an animal that I could take on, like little boy adventures and all that kind of stuff. And because I wasn't training this dog to be an obedient animal, I was not training it to be a pet. I was training it to be a partner in crime more than anything. What I wound up with was a giant puppy. The dog was, an age. We had him for about 6 to 8 months after we had gotten him. So Toby, my first pet, he was very big. All right, we're just going to have to go for it at this point and hope we don't just fall. That's not going to happen. Oh my goodness. Oh, but we might get lucky over here though. All right. Ha! Ha! I remember this end. Oh, how about that? How about that? Bam. But so I raised a giant puppy, and bird dogs. I'm a little kid at this time. I'm about maybe 7. Yeah, I think 7. That's about it. 7, maybe 6 actually. Really young though. And so when this dog extends to its full height on its hind legs, this dog has gotten taller than me at this age. And not only that, but this dog has gotten heavier than me. So when I was younger and Toby was younger, he would run up to me and he would jump on me and put his paws up on me and get pets on his head. And he'd come up to be about chest high. When it got to the point to where the story is taking place, and the unfortunate side of it, he was able to put his paws clearly on my shoulders and look me straight in the eye. And with him being heavier, he would bowl me over. But I loved animals. Because that's kind of what I was looking for as far as a pet goes, is, again, this kind of partner in crime, this kind of, man's best friend kind of moment there. And are we able to keep exploring upwards? It looks like we might be able to. But the unfortunate thing is my father, again, he was looking to be raising these pets, and so he viewed that as being the dog not being really good for what the training would hopefully be for, and that was hunting. Toby, as great as he was for a kid's pet, to a point he was a little difficult to maintain, and because he wasn't respectful of his owner, and so maybe we can't get up there. Maybe we can though. Gotta look for handholds. And so it was kind of disappointing, my first pet, for those that might be tracking the story a little bit. I don't know if I can actually get all the way up and out. By the look of this, there's just this giant gash that goes all the way through here. So how did I pin that down here? I mean, where could I have even begun to see that? I mean, maybe going around like that? I mean, that's got to be what I can do, right? But unfortunately, you know, when a pet gets to the way where they're difficult to maintain, and the relationship is to the point to where there's not a an alpha in charge, as it were. Um, basically you have to start anew. You have to figure out, why is there a bomb flower all the way up here? That is an important question to know the answer for. Looks like we can absolutely kind of crab walk around this. But so what wound up happening is my uncle, my great uncle actually, is who we had gotten Toby from originally to start this training experience. He wound up coming to recover Toby, and so that was kind of my first experience with pets. It was the first pet that I really had grown attached to, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. When I had that kind of experience, a few things occurred to me. One, even at a young age, my father being the love my dad. Let's start with that, all right? But my dad had a very traditional way of viewing the world, and that's kind of cool looking. Oh yeah, thank you, Sue. It was not easy. It was not easy to basically surrender a pet, and my father, being the man that he was, he made sure that I was aware that the reason why the pet was going back to where he came from was largely because the responsibility that I had to train him, I had not kept up my end of the bargain, and that hurt, but that did teach me at a very young age. Hey, there's what we're trying to get to. Awesome. That with pets, you have to be able to train. You have to be able to get the research. Oh, there's a mine here. Where is this mine at? Oh, wow. So I did make it, kind of at that point, and I could have told you that I had set out and made this decision, just straight up said, okay, this is never happening again. I'm going to make sure that I do this, 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 and this. But I would definitely, I'd say that it did shape a lot of my, whoa, what's with this? It's because of the water? Okay, interesting. But I did make sure that, from that point onwards, when it came to pets, I was going to do anything that I could to make sure that didn't happen again. And a lot of stuff with Toby, I learned a lot with that, and I also realized that, that it's a little bit to learn, right? Hey, Shadow! There's like some definite carved out spots there. Oh, there's the vehicle depot. Huh. But it definitely put me into a position to where my love of animals just kind of stemmed from wanting to make sure I was never in a spot where I would have to feel like that again. And I already loved animals to a point. I mean, things that are cute and cuddly and adorable are always going to evoke certain emotions from people, right? And I mean, look at him. He is just exhausted, zonked. He's got his little fake soda. His I think it's called LaCroix instead of LaCroix. So how could you not be just taken with that little guy there? I got the hiccups a little bit. What is that? What is that? And well, shiny squirrel syndrome wins once again. Because I don't know what that is, on the one hand. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be something that wants to say hello to us in a very pleasant manner. But on the other hand, if we don't go forward and look at it, we'll never know. Oh, that's a light root. Wow. There is definitely some distance to travel here. But yeah, so when I first got my first pet after that, like my first real pet, like personal Mag Synchro pet, right? Many years after. Now during that time, growing up, my family raised a lot of animals. We had parakeets, we had fish, we had hamsters, we had the aforementioned dogs. We had so many. Oh wait, is that a? Okay, so that is a whole. Oh no. We leave that all alone if we can. Can we shoot an arrow? That's our last arrow. Oh, excuse you. Both of you all just go over there and stay away. But my first pet, after all was said and done, we did have other dogs, right? But none of them were like my dog. We had all the hamsters, we had the fish, we had the parakeets, we had a cat. We had so many just various animals in the house. But the one thing that we wound up with when I moved out on my own was a rat. And this rat, oh, hello. Please let me land somewhere safe. That's definitely not safe. Please let me not run out of stamina. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was luck. That was luck. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's, what is that? Oh, the roots. There we go. But rat was named Mickey, and it was actually a rescue. There was a family that was currently taking care of Mickey, and Mickey was actually a she. She had a several young rats, and the owner was concerned because they had kids, and the kids, you know, like they're kids, right? Children love animals, but sometimes the way they play with animals is like Elmira Fudd, right? They will love them and squeeze them and hug them into itty bitty pieces. And unfortunately for Mickey, that was definitely the kind of kids that my neighbor had. And so he was like, "Hey, you mentioned you had hamsters growing up. Would you like to take this rat?" I thought, well, I don't really know how to take care of a rat, but we'll find out. And the one of the first things I did, unfortunately for the rat, was I almost killed it. I am a very warm-blooded person. Let me start off with that. Very warm-blooded. I right now, if I had my way, the temperature for our house would be set to somewhere in like 67 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that converts to immediately to Celsius, so I apologize for those of us that are watching that are Celsius people. But it's not exactly a warm temperature. Digret says that my preference for temperature would be enough to run a butchery inside the house. And we kind of joke and laugh about that, but she's probably not wrong. I know for most meat processing plants it's usually fairly cold. But, oh, that's kind of a cool looking little structure there, but we'll avoid that. Trying to go for some light roots. I don't know what's driving me to go to these light roots, but it is interesting. Was that all water? Oh, that's like a... Oh. Well, now I kind of really want to go there, period. Like, I was sort of on the fence about it, but now I'm like, really want to go. Okay. Oh, wait. Here's some vehicle parts. Alright. Wrong button. But so cold temperatures not really the best for small animals. Rusty, he is actually built to be an animal that will thrive with temperatures about that cold. Interesting. We have some rockets here. We have a balloon here. So if we were to grab this and aim this here, and then grab these, one there, and one here. But yeah, so Rusty, he's meant for cold weather. He's meant to be, herding animals in a non-tropical climate, and so that's not a problem for Rusty. But for Mickey, this little fancy-tailed rat that I had, it was extremely cold for her. And so when I come home, and my apartment had been freezing the whole entire day, I find this very, very unresponsive rat, and managed to realize what was going on pretty quickly, thankfully, due to the fact that I had lived in a home that had raised so many other animals, and so we were able to bundle her up with blankets and some other things and get her to be responsive fairly quickly. Let's see here. So if I were able to go here, do I have a control stick? I do. So can I just like rest this on the wing, and once I get high enough, maybe quickly attach it? Because I feel like, well, maybe I can do that though. Oh, ooh, okay. Okay, never mind, never mind. Alright, we're going to attach right there. And we're going to attach there. Alright, I got an idea. It's not the best idea, but you know what? Since when did we ever really do best ideas here, right? Okay, so let's just, can we park that there for a second? Good. So we were able to, thankfully get Mickey to be, safe. But it was, it was concerning. So I realized that I had a lot to go. Still. All right, so. Whoa, that was not what we were expecting to do. Oh well. Alright, we were hoping to like fly over all this, but that didn't happen. Our vehicle worked, sorta. And until it didn't. Alright. Alright, so what is this place? That looks like it's locked. Huh. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Like lots of problem. Maybe. Maybe we can go over here. Oh, dodge the landmines. Dodge the landmines. Oh my goodness. Okay. What are these? Flame emitters. Lights. Pontoons. Interesting. So we could take one of these, right? Drop it in the water. Sweet. Grab this and this. And, might as well grab one of these, because that could be super useful also. Ooh, that hurt. That's right. Those don't track. Alright, so... my OCD's gonna get me killed. My OCD's gonna get me killed. Whoa! Not what I thought I was on. Not what I thought I was on. Excuse you. Alright, let's do this. I don't even have the map up here, but oh my gosh. There's a small problem with this thought. I see lots of problems with this. Alright, let's just grab this. Bye-bye, springboard. Unfortunately, you are not long for this world. We should have probably over-engineered this thing a lot better, because, wow. I see a whole lot of gloom coming up. Wait. Well, that explains that. Is it ideal? No. Will it get us out of here? Yes. Let's do that. Maybe we can steer just a little bit better when we have to make a hard turn. Well, yeah, now it drifts to the left, but hey, who hasn't used Joy-Con drift with a Nintendo controller before, right? Okay, so we're definitely going what would technically be considered the wrong way. Oh, that's creepy looking on the map. What is that? What is that? Still a whole pile of wrong direction, though. Alright, let's just see if we can't head toward yellow. That looks like a whole lot of nope right there. But you know, at this point, you kind of need to start dealing with some nope, right? But yeah, that was you know the you know, I realized every time that we get a new pet, and Mickey was kind of like the first of all of it, is that there are so many different things that each various animal needs. And things that you don't even think about. I mean, humans, we have a tendency to be very self-centered. And so the idea of the temperature being wrong for anyone living in the apartment with me was not a big deal in my head. It's not something that I thought about. All right. This is back where we were. Okay. Maybe I can go all the way through here now. And minimal problems. Actually, you know what? There's a good strong chance that I might be able to just excuse you. Oh! Okay. I don't know many things, but I do know that when things like that happen, really cool stuff is available. So we are going over here to Yiga Mart, and yeah, what's in here? Show me your good stuff. Well now. Huh. If one's good for steering, then both should be great, right? Wait. Oh, because it's a pre-built, I can't do anything to alter it. Alright, well we can at least do this to make it faster, I hope. And then let's just get this headlight. spin us the right direction if we can get away. If we can. Come on. Well. Oh, I was hoping for a way to get that done, but you know, it looks like we're not. Maybe if I do that. Come on, come on. It's like driving a boat in Ark. Really not the way you want to go about things, but it still works. Come on, come on. Spin us around. Spin us around. Spin us around. Alright, and then stop. And be thankful that the Yiga clan members apparently fire like stormtroopers. Could have told you that they were clones of Jango Fett, but hey, here we are. That looks like a no man's land. Well, we definitely don't want to throw that. What's this? Hello. Oh, wow. So, like, this gnarled old tree root kind of thing. Huh. Interesting. Can we jump and get on top of that? I don't think so. Nope. Oh well. Okay. So the question is, can we get up there some other way? Oh, violence. Okay. Was not expecting that. Oh. Oh, Turtle Club. One of the things I love Rusty. I really do. But occasionally he passes gas, and when he passes gas, it is bad. It is really bad, and he's just done this. Oh, Rusty. Oh, buddy. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Oh man. Okay. Let's just silent but extremely deadly. Digrat has said that she could possibly bottle it and sell it, but it would be against the Geneva Convention because it's just that bad. It's It is something, all right. It is definitely something. Oh, okay. That's how we need to try to turn out of here, because we need to go back to get a bungee thing. Maybe he needs probiotics, like plain yogurt. See, one would think that, but one of his favorite treats that he gets occasionally is plain Greek yogurt. And yeah, he gets that as one of his treats, because we're like, oh well, maybe he just has some problems, and yeah, he has oops, wrong way to fan. He has a couple of different kinds of treats. Boy, we're just not getting anywhere where we want to be with this. And there's not a way to back up with it because it's just a might have the issue until you switch their food. Yeah, the food that we first were given Rusty, we were told that he liked it, and it was pedigree. And pedigree's not a bad brand. I want to start off with anyone who's feeding their dogs pedigree. If your dog is the kind of dog that will eat pedigree and enjoys pedigree, and pedigree has the nutritional values that your dog needs, then absolutely hats off to you. I have no problem with it. Oh my gosh, the violence inherent with these rafts. But for corgis, they need a little bit more protein than what your traditional pedigree provides. And so we, okay, so here is what we are doing now. We are doing this. We are doing this. We are, of course, doing this. And this. You're taking the whole thing up over here. It should float. Oh! Oh! My game over there. We didn't respect that. We did not respect the fact that we were going to die from explosions that weren't caused by ourselves. So, kaboom we go. But, you know, he wasn't really eating it. And we know that, oh wow, that's a pretty aggressive reset. Rex by my own hand. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Thankfully, the reset's not too horrible. And we can actually take this craft now and drive it to where we need it, probably. At the very least, we can go over here and grab it. Put the set it there. We don't need to attach it because we don't need to have it triggered. But yeah, so we definitely got some different food. But what we discovered though in the process was that he had he'd been in a home with lots of children, and he had a very loving fur mommy and fur daddy, and so we suspect that what Rusty got a lot of. Okay, so if I stand on top of that, I should probably be able to move that. So, was he probably got a lot of table food. And so, because the other thing that we were told by his fur daddy was that they still had the same bag of dog food that they had bought when they first got him. And they've had him, you know, they had him for about 6 months or so at that point. Alright, so here I should be able to do this. Whoa. Whoa. So not cool, game. So not cool. Alright. And so we did get told by my brother Odin that Rusty liked eating their dog's food. And their dog food that they had was a small breed blend, very small pellet size. And so we're like, okay, well, we'll borrow some of your food. And then I realized when I started doing some of the research, because the important thing at that time of night was that he needed food, and we were going to make sure that he had food. But small breed blends, if given to a non-small breed dog, can cause some development problems. And so I was like, okay, well, we definitely need to make sure that we got that. Use it in cooking to get a gloom-resistant effect. So we're going to hold that. And then we need to add that into some food. So we need to use just basic food. Drop. Gloom resistance for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, that's something we can get behind. Alright. Well, what is up with this? Alright. Okay. Wow. So we got him some food. And it was it is from all intents and purposes, everything that we can see about what a growing corgi needs, it is absolutely what a growing corgi needs. It's got all the crude protein and all that kind of stuff that he needs. But from a diet perspective, he still didn't want to eat any of it. He was, as Digret called him for a very long time, he was very extra. And jump, and hopefully we get past it. Alright. Channeled my inner Digret there for a second, guys. But he was super extra because he wasn't eating out of the kibble bowl. My sister-in-law, she actually had hand-fed him some of his kibble, and he started liking to be hand-fed. But we've done everything from like from trying to just, we're just trying to get him to eat, though. I mean, if anyone's ever seen the Christmas Story movie, then they know that the one thing in that show is that there's this moment where the youngest of the two boys won't eat, and they finally get him to eat just by pretending like he's an animal and eating. So at one point, he definitely was not. Oh, there's the warning for the thunderstorms in the area, which we've been hearing a little bit in the background. So we're kind of the same way for Rusty, but alright, gloom resistance. That worked pretty good. We're about to clean all the gloom off, and I don't even want to think about how we got here. This has been nuts. I'm sure there's a much saner way to get here. But, oh my goodness, Turtle Club. Oh my goodness. Uma Mustard. Or Uma Mustard. But from the jump, though, he had some really bad, stinky dog farts. And, you know, we were aware going in, because I did grow up with dogs, you know, bird dogs and whatnot, that dogs fart. And when they fart, historically, it doesn't smell good. We were not prepared for this dog's farts. The gas that Rusty passed, oh my gosh. Offensive is a polite way to say it. Terrifying is another way to say it. But we thought, okay, well, we need to do something for it. And we read a little bit that, you know, there were different things you did for probiotics and all that. And one of the first things that we had found out is, and the reason why we found that out is because he actually had managed to get a hold of Digrat's yogurt while she was eating breakfast one morning. And we knew from a couple of other things about corgis is that they're very food motivated. Very food motivated. And we just didn't realize that by food motivated that it meant crazy psycho dog that will go out of its way to eat your food if you blink twice and don't shake left, or something else crazy like that. Okay, so there is another one over here. We might be able to get there. But once we realized, you know, that was, you know, probiotic, and the yogurt was good for him and all that, we started feeding it to him. It's like, all right, it won't hurt. Full half of a yogurt cup, and he was eating. That was the more important thing. Is, oh my gosh, we finally got this dog to eat something. It's human food. That's not a good thing. But we started doing, you know, sneaky fur mommy, fur daddy stuff. And by that I mean we were mixing it in with his kibble and using that to flavor his kibble for him. And so he was eating that way. Unfortunately, even though we were feeding him yogurt because we thought it was, you know, it would be good for him like that, his farts had not improved. Yeah. At all. Like, at all. Oh, it's another Koga area. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. All right. I got completely like brain shiny squirreled and game shiny squirreled at once. So food right now, he's still doing the yogurt. He is still doing a blend of 2 kibbles at the moment. He's still oh, okay, so let's where is this place? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, for serious. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. there's the alarm telling me that it's time to end the stream. Oh, Turtle Club. Oh. Okay. We're going to eat this. And we're going to do things that we shouldn't do. Because that's how we were all watching the same as... Hey, you know, that's important. That's important. Saved by the bell. You know, but sometimes we go over time. Right? And because the thunderstorms are supposed to be just as bad tomorrow, there's a chance that we may not get a chance to stream. There's also a chance that we might wind up... Oh, gloom on top of that. Gloom on top of that. Oh, really? Pull you out. Pull you out. Pull your head out. Hold the phone, people. We need a better weapon than this. We need a better weapon than that, too. Excuse you. Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. That was our one attempt for overtime, and sadly, it ended in tears. We will be giving this another shot tomorrow morning, though, because this is rude. Put one of these downstairs in the middle of all the gloom and the doom and the evil, with me not having any arrows. Yes, X marks the spot. X absolutely marks the spot. Well, Turtle Club. This has been super fun. Thank you, Sue and Hobbs and Shadow, for hanging out today and making this a channel. And it is one of the first streams we've had where he's been here the whole time, but he is not looking forward to the thunderstorms. He's not really having a good day because of the rain. So bless his heart. We're going to go take care of him for a little bit while we wait for Dig Rat to come downstairs. Then we're going to go to bed. I'm going to have myself a good night. You all out there have yourself a good morning, a good breakfast, a good lunch, a good dinner, a good evening, whatever you're about to do in Turtle Club. Have yourself a good weekend, right? Stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one. Take care, and thanks for watching, guys.